Seizing the skipper, how a U.S. move against a Venezuelan tanker threatens democracy. The recent interception of the oil tanker skipper near Venezuela's shoreline marks a dramatic escalation in Washington's campaign to unseat President Nicolás Maduro. By targeting a vessel that transports a substantial share of Venezuela's crude largely destined for China, the Trump administration appears to be tightening a fiscal noose around a regime that has survived years of sanctions, hyperinflation, and political unrest. According to U.S. officials, the operation complied with existing United Nations sanctions, asserting that the skipper attempted to breach a restricted maritime zone. Nevertheless, a chorus of international voices has branded the seizure as an act of piracy, arguing that it contravenes the principle of freedom of navigation enshrined in maritime law. Venezuelan authorities, supported by Russian and Chinese diplomats, denounced the action as illegal aggression, warning that retaliation could quickly spiral into a broader Caribbean conflict. Legal scholars remain divided. Some interpret the move as a legitimate exercise of secondary sanctions, while others see it as a breach of international norms. The episode follows a series of aggressive measures: revoked oil trade licenses, frozen assets, and targeted sanctions against state-run enterprises intended to choke the Maduro government's lifelines. In Caracas, protests erupted outside the U.S. Embassy, with demonstrators linking the seizure to a larger pattern of democratic backsliding. Analysts suggest that the U.S. believes Venezuela's oil sector is the regime's Achilles heel, hoping that a sudden loss of revenue will force political concessions. Yet the strategy is fraught with risk. It could provoke retaliatory attacks on American commercial vessels, draw regional powers into a flashpoint, and further erode norms of international law. Europe has urged restraint, while Moscow has called for a UN Security Council meeting to address what it terms unlawful interference. The world now watches to see whether this bold gambit will accelerate democratic change or deepen the darkness enveloping Venezuela's political landscape.